You've brought together strong operating companies across electrical, HVAC, and mechanical services.
Century Mechanical Holdings operates different types of service companies that generate different kinds of paperwork. Electrical contractors, HVAC service companies, plumbing and mechanical service providers. Each one does great work, but each one produces documents differently.
Even when documents exist, time is still lost managing them. Waiting, follow-up, rework, these tasks consume valuable hours. The clock keeps ticking. And as workload increases, those delays compound. What once took hours can quietly stretch into days.
This isn't about moving paper. It's about how work moves, digitally. Meanwhile, at corporate headquarters in Atlanta, at the corporate level, the challenge isn't processing invoices. It's knowing in real time what's actually happening inside each business. Information doesn't arrive the same way from every company. By the time it reaches corporate, it's often incomplete or out of sync. By the time information becomes clear, the decision has usually already been made. Visibility only matters if it arrives early enough to act. Transparency has to happen upstream. When documents are prepared and routed automatically, teams can see exactly what's happening while there's still time to act. When the flow is consistent across every company, leadership gains confidence that things are working the way they should. The request isn't unusual. It just needs approval to keep the job moving.
A single day's delay doesn't look serious, but it holds up crews, customers, and the next job in line. When approvals surface to the right person immediately, work doesn't have to stop.
Now multiply that by 100 approvals a month. Each small delay quietly compounds into lost time, lost momentum, and frustrated customers. Corporate oversight is only part of the picture. Now let's look at how each individual location stays aligned day to day.
This wall layout looks different from the plans. Let me check the updated version. Here it is. A new partition wall is shown here. That explains it. When teams rely on memory, mistakes happen. When they rely on current information, problems never start.
Problems aren't avoided by more conversations. They're avoided when the right information reaches the right people in time. Without visibility, this would have turned into rework. Instead, it was caught early, before time and money were lost. SharePoint isn't the problem. Relying on multiple sources and knowing how someone else set it up is what often slows teams down. SharePoint works. But when every location organizes things differently, finding information depends on knowing how someone else set it up. With Docuware, you don't need to know the folder structure. You don't even need to read the whole document. With Docuware, you don't need to know the folder structure. And you don't need to read the entire document. Documents are indexed, then automatically routed for approvals. Once approved, they seamlessly sync to QuickBooks, eliminating manual data entry. Effortless workflow automation for your business. As invoices are processed, Docuware automatically performs a three-way match, verifying the invoice against the purchase order and receiving document. When everything aligns, the documents move forward together without manual review. Sometimes a duplicate invoice doesn't arrive right away. It may come weeks later. Docuware automatically compares new invoices against historical records and routes possible duplicates for review, preventing double payment without disrupting normal processing. Check out a drawing to prevent changes during editing. Once complete, check it back in. Docuware automatically records the version. Blueprints are accessible remotely, allowing control, supporting compliance, and minimizing errors. Empower your employees by giving them instant access to the information they need. Review blueprints, check inventory, verify permits, and confirm project phases, streamlining your field operations. With Docuware, everything is in one place. Start by searching for your projects, emails, alerts, and receipts instantly, with previews right in the interface, all in one efficient workspace.
We're cleared to proceed here. Can you confirm the permit? Opening the approved permit in Docuware. Approved and current, logged under this project. Confirmed. Moving forward.
1 down, 117 more to go. This is taking forever.
From the portal, select and download your bundled PDFs. Drag them into the Docuware hot folder to begin processing. The system automatically splits OCRs. Files are routed securely to your team for approval. Docuware processes hundreds of documents automatically. When exceptions appear, they're flagged and routed for review, while the rest of the work continues without interruption. Legal documents arrive and are organized for processing. They are placed into the scanner for batch capture. The document is processed instantly. OCR runs automatically, extracting key data. Fields populate without manual entry, fast, accurate, and enterprise grade. TGI, thinking great ideas since 1964.